Hello everybody, my name is Tree Leafy Tree. Welcome back to the second episode of our hardcore. I guess it's a let's play? I don't know. We'll find a name for it. Anyways, I am picking up this video kind of midway through a project now. I've had some technical difficulties. We're going to be making a gold XP farm. As you can see, I've kind of dug the perimeter of it. And I have another perimeter over there because I tried to do that area. But you can't build this farm inside of a slime farm. So it kind of got botched there. So now we're doing it here. Anyways, I did some time-lapse footage of that side and not this side. Anyways, I'm just going to roll the time-lapse of me digging this down to bedrock. So yeah, it's going to take me a while. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. It was a lot of work, about 12 to 14 hours of time lapse footage somewhere in there, condensed down into that 2 minutes for you. So why don't I fly around the hole for you guys real quick? It's a big one, and we're only halfway there. We just hit deep slate. As you can see, my tools, or my pickaxe, is really beat up. And all my other pickaxes are pretty beat up. So we got this much more to do. And we got some grinding to do in other areas of the game. So we're going to be taking a break from digging the hole. And I am going to work on building a chunk loader at my end portal. And I will explain why in the next clip. So I'm going to gather the resources needed to build this chunk loader. And then I'll be back with you guys. Okay, I am back, and I believe I have all the resources necessary to do this project. Right here we got some building blocks. This is for our, like, junk items that's going to help us with the farm that we're doing. It calls for 4 rails. I'm going with 8 just in case I lose some. Upper mine carts, we all know what those are for. And this is just my redstone box that's stocked up with way more items than we need, but um, I decided to replenish on some of the things like droppers, hoppers, observers, stone buttons, comparators, and redstone repeaters. I'm extremely low on redstone. This is like broke for me, so I definitely need to make a conscious effort when I'm digging out the hole for the farm that we're doing to make sure that I save every piece of redstone that I mine because I'm broke. This isn't gonna cut it. Anyways, I'm gonna cut to the stronghold once I have the chunk loader built, and I'm gonna explain what it's gonna do. No spoilers, but I'm digging out a spot for a portal for the chunk loader, and I found some diamonds. Let's go. Okay, so I said I would come back when I built the chunk loader, but I just finished it. And here's the farm basically. Um, so we're sitting here at the obsidian platform, and I'm putting an item through the portal every, I think it's almost 10 seconds or 6 or 8 seconds, something like that. And because an item goes through the portal, everybody knows that the obsidian platform regenerates. So we're sitting here manually mining out obsidian, and I'll stop that now. Okay, we got the last one. And then it regenerates, and then it regenerates, and then it regenerates. So I'm just sitting here in my little space, and we got quite a bit of iron nuggets. And as you can see, one just came through, and another one will come through, and another one will come through. There it is. So it came through, and all we have here is a beacon with haste and all of our other stuff that we like to have on our beacon, and just some chests down here, and a pissed off enderman apparently. So, yeah, all the obsidian goes down in there based on what blocks I mine. Let me go show you the chunk loader side of the farm. This is it. The farm is designed by Shulker Craft, and I didn't use anything that they did in the end. Um, all I did was use their item elevator, which I really liked their chunk loader design. Their item elevator was nice and simple. I added this lamp so I know it's on, so I can easily turn it off by flicking this lever, which will lock up the hopper right here and not allow the block to go out of the minecart hopper. But the minecart hopper will still pick up the block. One of these two will, once it comes back through. There it is, right there. But it's all locked up. So yeah, now the light's not flashing, the chunk loader is off. Then I come up here and I just have a regular Etho Hopper clock that everybody knows. Not even using repeaters because it's not that important. And we have 13 items per Shulker Craft. They said use 13 items, which I think I could get away with 12. And right here is just a dropper with iron nuggets because we have plenty and plenty and plenty of iron. So yeah, basically that's the design. It plops an iron nugget on every time it goes back and forth, and that regenerates the obsidian platform. So I'm going to mine this for an extremely long amount of time until I get plenty of obsidian for our farm. And you'll be seeing me back probably in a couple days. Bye-bye. All right, welcome back. It's been some serious time since we last checked in. I'm actually not even sure when that point was. I think we were digging this out and we checked in and I said something weird like enjoy, and look how much progress we have made. We pretty much have finished the build outside of decoration. I haven't shown a lot of time-lapse footage or progress updates, mainly because I wasn't sure how I was going to design this. So as you can see, I've got a ton of portals in place, tons of obsidian from our obsidian farm that we made earlier in the video, tons of pigmen spawning. I have 207 levels because I have been grinding, making sure it works and that it's safe. So why don't we just jump down my quick bubble elevator drop chute that I made. And it's nice and dark and ominous in here. Let me turn on the gamma so you guys can actually see what's going on. The plan is to, probably before this episode is finished, to get half slabs in place and make this non-spawnable, because when the farm is going, it actually spawns zombies on any spawnable space. So the plan is to put half slabs on the floor, keep it nice and dark and kind of creepy looking, and obviously finish up this black concrete right here to give it this dark look. If I turn that off, it's going to be really dark and creepy. I'm not really sure if I like the lava just because it makes it pretty bright, and I kind of like the dark creepy look. Anyways, you guys have seen the surrounding of the hole. Here is the collection system, which I have gone through and kind of taken most of it. This thing produces an insane amount of gold. I haven't sat it for more than 15 minutes with the looting sword, and I have so much gold. Um, Let me just show you guys real quick a basic version of how this works. I know nobody has really even seen this because I haven't shown any footage. I spent many hours in a creative world trying to figure out what works best for what I wanted. The original design was just the AFK XP. I wanted to use looting, obviously, because we're in hardcore and we want to kill these guys manually and not have to wait for them to entity cram and kill. So we're using a Nembomb style armor stand with a looting sword. Can't use this one because it has knockback. So we're using this one, which is just looting, smite, unbreaking, and mending. If I flip this switch, this redstone dust turns off, and we can see that comparator and repeater pulsing. That's actually all it's doing is moving the piston right here, allowing the items to get pushed under the slab, fall straight down, and go into my item sorter, which collects everything pretty quickly. So I'm going to turn that off because that does create a little bit of lag. This lever, I custom designed and took several different iterations because I couldn't figure out what would be super smart about killing zombie pigmen. So I flipped that lever, the redstone dust turns on. I figured some double piston extenders with lighting blocks that way no mobs spawn, and the pigmen survive the fall onto the hay bales. When that switch is not turned on, the redstone is off. We can see here there are hay bales are moved, and there are wither roses with soul sand, and it kills them. And as long as they're not aggroed, they don't drop any XP. So it's pretty lag free. It's pretty much always turned off unless I need it. And yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just portal based spawning. They track to the um, they track to the turtle egg. There's a couple turtle eggs missing throughout the process. Just some little cleanup that I have to do. But other than that, the farm is pretty much working. I haven't quite figured out everything that I want to do as far as making this room completely safe. Because right now zombies do spawn just due to killing Pigman. So yeah, that's what I have. I'm sorry I haven't shown a lot of progress of what we've been doing. Most of this outside of the hole was just trying to figure out as I go, and I was mainly playing, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Um, so I don't know if I'm going to show a time lapse of this repeated black that I'm going to be putting down, and the walls of this hole are probably just going to stay how they are right now, and then it will get covered to this block right here, and it will match our airport. let me show you guys. The airport is actually coming along pretty nicely. You can see it's looking pretty sweet. So the idea is that there will be a hangar, probably about this size, facing this way, front facing this way, taxiway somewhere about right here to cut across, and that will kind of stay in our theme, and we will continue on some progress of the airport. So I will probably see you when this project is done. I will show a time lapse of me making the actual hangar and some of the taxiway and stuff. So enjoy that, and I will see you guys in just a little bit when this is all done and we can move on to our next project in the next episode. Hello, welcome back. It's been some time again between recordings as usual. Um, Sorry, no time lapse. The creative process of figuring this out was a little different. Took a lot of time. Didn't really look good in a time lapse. I have all the footage, but wasn't really happy with how it came together and how you saw me build stuff and tear it down. So, anyways, I will just show you guys what I have, and it looks pretty dang good, I must say. Big hanger, much like that. Not as gnarly, I must say. Um, and I have spent some time just detailing and figuring out what I want to do. And it's at a point now where I'm not going to call it done, but nothing at the airport is truly done. Um, but the farm is done. It has a build over it. It looks decent, but there's a lot of detail that needs to be done. And I just don't have really the drive to want to finish all of it right now. I like the idea of continuing on with this project, even though I'm kind of calling it done. So let's come in here. I have lights and rafters and support beams and a nice window and some piping that I made that I don't know what I was going for, but it looks okay. It has a container, and the hangar itself is done, but the landscaping around it is not. I wanted to terraform all of this and make it look nice, but I just don't have the artistic vision for what I want yet, and I don't know where the border is. So there's more planning that needs to go into this, and because it's such a large project to do the whole airport, I have realized that it's probably never going to be to my liking, and I need to pick my battles. So I've realized that the hangar's about done. It needs some details, but not enough to hold back what's going on. So I'll show you guys an overview of the airport now. Here's the actual hangar. We're going to put an airplane here and some stuff inside to spruce it up and give it more detail, obviously. Here's the taxiway that we talked about me putting on. None of the lines are done still, just because I haven't figured out what I want to do yet. It kind of needs to all be in place and then get a lot of the detail work. So I've pretty much decided that everything that we're going to do airport related is going to be pretty rough until we get to a decent size that I feel like it's time to detail and pay attention to all the little stuff. So I'm really happy with this. You guys have already seen the farm, so I'm not even going to go down there. Actually, we will go down there just because I have finished some of the things that we talked about. So let's drop down. And it's got that dark, ominous feel. I won't turn gamma on this time, but I did slab the floors. I blacked out everything. And there's a little bit of skylight right here that I don't like, that I will fix because it's a little bright. But yeah, you guys have seen everything else, how it works. I'm really happy with it. This is done as far as I can tell. Maybe we'll come back in the future, but I doubt it. It's quite as done as I can get it, really. In the meantime, I've also spent some time finishing some other projects that I was doing off stream before we started recording, so I'll just show you guys real quick. Right here we have 2 trapdoors, the squid ink. We have an on switch and off switch, and all that does is control our ink farm. This has been here. I just spruced it up to make it look good, and added a hopper minecart unloader, which is a first for me. Never done this before, so this was interesting. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've tried to tidy up some projects, and that's pretty much all we've gotten done. In I don't even know how many days. I wish I could look at the days and know, but I guess you will know. And the last thing that I want to go over is just the stats of blocks mined, because it's pretty impressive. We didn't go over it in the beginning, um, but it's pretty impressive. Stone, deep slate. I mean, I'm pushing 500,000 with deep slate. That's pretty cool. Got 100,000 dirt, and we're getting up there with certain things. It's not super high, but it's getting there. Um, so yeah. Most importantly, the stat that we care about is the time since death. So I'll show you guys that just so you can see it. Time played, we have 13 days. Time since last death, 13 days. So we're still going. We're having a lot of fun. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I have a little announcement that I'm going to make right at the end of this clip. So listen to the announcement if you care. If not, I appreciate you watching. And I hope the next video gets better. I think we're finding a little bit of a stride. Maybe. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening, day, wherever you are. I appreciate y'all so much. Bye. If you watched to this point in the video, you are an superstar. I appreciate you so much. You're awesome. Anyways, this last little announcement that I have to make is that I was diagnosed with stage 3 brain cancer. So treatment is going to start really quickly in about a week. Today's the 20th of November, and it's going to progress really quick, but the treatment is quick, and I will feel good when the treatment is over. So in about 6 to 8 weeks, I will be on my path of recovery from all of the drugs that they're giving me and stuff. So potentially in February, we could be looking at a stream schedule again. I don't know what that's going to do with this world. I know we just talked about doing Lady Yoda's and Shellbell and Chief's projects. I'm going to try to do those during treatment, but I don't know if there's going to be recording or what the deal is. So I wanted to let you guys know. I appreciate you all so much. You guys have given me such an opportunity with friendship and happiness that I had before, but I've had even more joy through this. It's been a tough time, but I've made some really good friends along the way, and I appreciate you guys. So if you need to message me on Discord, I'm always open for DMs. Link in description. Have a great one, guys. Thank you for watching.